How do you feel, Timo?
Very good. I had very hard times. It's been like 4 years from the last
Mm-hmm.
album, and I was very depressed for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was really down. I had to go
But
through some things.
do you feel better right now? I
Yes,
guess
yes, much
that
better.
that's why you're on the road again. We could say.
Yes, exactly. Then I
Great.
got in touch with the record company and to do this third Avalon.
And well, it's been 5 years since the second part. And well, how did you come back to work? How was it for you?
Very refreshing experience. I got in touch with some musicians to help me. So I made a team which was consisting of Italian and Finnish musicians,
Mm-hmm.
about 10 people all in all. And they were helping me with this, you know.
Well, I've heard promises. It's really, really powerful. I
Yeah,
think you must be very, very happy with this song.
I'm happy about it. It's like going back to the roots, to the
Yes.
glorious Sotomayor's days.
It was the people and journalists. Journalists sometimes are very hard, but I mean, I think everybody is happy with this song.
Yes, there will be another song next Monday.
Uh-huh. Just in 1 week.
Yes,
Oh, great, great, great. And the complete album will be released in June
7th of June, I think.
7th.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, great. Well, and what are your expectations about this work?
Well, I sort of left it behind already. I'm
Hmm.
on to some new things now. I'm doing the next project.
Uh-huh.
So this
It's
this
it
this took like 2 years to make this album.
uh, a lot of work.
A lot of work and a long time, and
Hmm. This is something that is for some musicians is very usual when we got some new for us new work. It's already old for the
yes,
musician.
yes. But you
Uh,
have to talk about it in interviews. So
uh-huh. And sometimes you don't like anymore to talk about it.
now I like to talk about things. I'm
uh,
more into like extrovert. Before I was like introvert.
uh-huh.
You know, I was feeling so bad. I didn't reach out to people, but now I'm reaching out. I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm very active in the social media in my page.
Of course, I've seen that, and you're the kind of people who used to count the likes and the views and things like that on social media, or you just don't care about it.
I don't care about it.
Uh-huh. You go to talk to people.
I go to talk to people. Yeah, I answer their
Uh-huh.
questions, and I write to friends, and I spend a lot of time each day in Facebook.
And people is so kind with you. They're so happy with this kind of chats, we could say, with you.
Yeah, because it's not usual among musicians to be
Uh-huh.
so you know available.
Uh-huh. Of course, the people who knows you as musician but never saw you on social media sometimes don't believe me when I say that you are talking. They say, "No, it's not Timo. It must be someone else working for him,"
Yeah,
because they see you as a rock star,
I
and
know. Yeah,
uh
I know.
and
Yeah,
especially northern people are so humble, and you act like a common guy,
yeah,
and people here doesn't believe it with it.
yeah, exactly.
uh, well, you're a very, very humble and very common person, and it's unbelievable for us
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. I'm available. It's part of
Uh-huh.
the it's part of this
And well,
job.
And all the time that you're not the rock star, what do you do in your common day? You wake up in the morning, and what do you do?
Well, my rhythm is pretty fucked up. I usually go to sleep at 6 in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have problems to sleep, so I sort of try to make it through the night, and then I sleep more in the afternoon, and I wake up and I drink something, and then I go to Facebook to answer the messages and see what people have been up to, and we watch a lot of videos with my wife every day.
Mm-hmm.
Movies.
Uh-huh. Do you like movies?
Yes, a lot.
And music, all this time, all these 5 years, you were out of the spotlight. Were you listening to music again?
Not every day, but I listen to a lot of U2 and Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Do you
U2
like
very much.
you too?
Yes.
Somebody told me to ask you if you like Baroque music.
I like Bach.
Uh-huh.
I like Mozart. I like the big guys.
Uh-huh. Because there's kind of Bach there on your guitar playing.
Yes, there's a lot of Bach.
Uh-huh. Is it a very complicated kind of structures, we could say?
No, not for me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well,
it comes naturally. So I've been playing guitar since I was 7.
7.
Yeah, now I'm 53. So when I was
Uh-huh.
14, I played Johann Sebastian Bach, Toccata, and Fugue in the church with the electric guitar, doing like
Oh.
tapping.
uh, Tapping like just like Eddie Van Halen, but
Yeah, but
14.
more baroque.
Uh-huh.
Van
Great,
Halen
great.
is great guitar player, but he's more like rock. He comes from the rock. He doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
He's not influenced by baroque music.
Uh-huh. Great, great. And what? How happened this comeback with Frontiers and the third part of Avalon? It was I don't know, hard uh, to make it move, we could say.
It was not so hard. I mean, it took a lot of time because I wanted to make sure that we have the right songs.
Mm-hmm.
So there were a lot of songs composed, and then choosing from those songs, which made it to the album.
Mm-hmm. Composing is all yours.
It's it's co-written partially. Half of the songs are mine, and the other half
Mm-hmm.
is done with Aldo Lonaville. He's from Secret Sphere,
Mm-hmm.
Italian band.
It's Italian band. Uh-huh.
Yes,
Did you know when before this, or this is a new relation
it's
you
a new
got?
relationship. Frontiers introduced us,
Uh-huh.
and he
And
came to help.
how is it for you to work with another musician in composing?
Well, I like to do it now because I've changed a lot. I reach
Mm-hmm.
out to people, and before I wanted to do everything myself.
Uh-huh.
I was very picky about not reaching out to anybody, but now this album has been co-produced by Aldo and me. So it's what Blackmore did as well. Blackmore is my hero.
Uh-huh.
He
You
reached
know,
out to different songwriters as well and producers.
you know, you mentioned something right now, talking about changes. People change, and a few days ago, you were saying the same on Facebook, because something you said about Cotipelto. You
Yeah,
said he was a great singer, and this guy appears and said in the past you say other thing and things like that, but people change.
yes,
Uh, it's something natural, I think. And
yes.
why do you think? when something famous, we could say musician, an actor, or whatever, people seems to dig in the past, looking for something he said once, I don't know, 15 years ago. And why do people do that kind of thing?
Some people do that, not so many.
Some people.
You know, I don't care about those people because I said a lot of things before, and now I met Timo and I apologized to him actually. So, and he accepted it, and we are friends again. So it changed. So at least I did. So I felt like going to see their gig, and I didn't see them for 10 years. I was there in the audience listening to my own
I
song.
read about it.
Yeah.
And what did you feel when you were there looking at them?
I was proud of them. They were great. I really liked them. And I told them that in the backstage.
Great, and they were nice. You told me once you found them, I guess, in the airport, an elevator or something like that.
Yes.
And they were kind with you too.
Yes.
And now you were on backstage.
Yes. We took the picture.
And how is it to be with them there?
We were hugging and crying. It was great to see old friends again. And we had so good times in the past. So many good times.
Great. And do you think, or would you like something happen with them in the future?
Yes, I would like to have reunion partially, like Halloween did it. Something like that. We would make it like that there would be two lineups, the classic lineup, as they say, and then the current one. So I think it would make sense to people. They would come to see this.
And did you tell them something about it?
Yeah, they know about my feelings. I told them everything. So it's up to them to decide.
I think there must be the tour and something like that.
Yes, tour would make sense. The whole world.
Great. And going to Frontiers, how did they take this time you take for the third part?
They are behind me all the way.
You
know, they reached out to me 80 years ago and proposed to do 3 metal operas. Plus now we have a new project which I can't say yet what it is, but we are working on it already, and it should be released already in December.
December? Also.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
This year? This year?
Yes.
Oh, so you're already working on it?
Yes.
I didn't know anything about it. It's a surprise for me.
I wanted to give you the songs of Avalon 3, but Frontiers doesn't want to give those yet. They are afraid that it leaks to the net.
Yes, I understand it's usual, this kind of behavior. That guy, Elio, I guess, he explained it that he can't and things like that. So no problem, Timo. There's no problem. Anyway, next Monday we have another song, so it'll be great.
It's with Anneke.
And she's from The Gathering.
Yes.
Great. Deutsch from Holland. I don't know.
Holland, yes. Netherlands.
Great. She's a really great singer.
Yes, she is.
And how did you work with her? She was there with you, or just recording from another country?
Recording from another country. Sending files and.
How is it to work that way, Timo? The feeling, I mean, is it the same that being with the person, with a real person, or is it different?
It's not the same. Back in the Stratovaris days, I was recording Kotipelto myself, and I was guiding him in the process of recording the vocals. So I was there. And I like to record vocals that I'm in the same room than the vocalist. I'm like in front of him or her. In this way, we can have interaction. You know, when you are close to the person that is singing, because singing is very intimate thing. It involves a lot of feelings and emotions, and to get those into the tracks is sometimes difficult.
Of course. I think maybe you help the singer to express what you want to say with the lyrics.
Yes, it's like being a film director.
And well, maybe some singers are more. I don't know. It's easier for them to do what to like, and others maybe are harder
Yeah,
to
some
manage.
are harder, but then you have people like Michael Kiske, where you don't need anything, and he's perfect, always delivering. But he doesn't want anybody there. He wants to record by himself.
Great. Well, going to Avalon, to the three parts. The first one, the journalists, we could say, were happy with it. With the second part, some were happy and some were not.
Yeah,
This third part, do you think it's better than the two previous?
I think it's better. Yeah, I think it has more fresh approach. The first one is good. The second one, I didn't really get it. There was something. I was happy to collaborate with Tuomo Lassila and Antti Ikonen, old Stratovarius. So I was happy that they were there in the studio.
In some moment, I remember there was a kind of possibility, we could say, to do something with both of them, with the old Strato members. This is over. We could say just the second part of Avalon was with them. There's no future with them.
There was some talk about making a record with the Dream Space lineup. But that would mean that I would have to sing, and I don't like to sing anymore.
Wow. And they maybe would be part of Union, we could say.
That would be 3 lineups.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
A lot of people.
Yeah, to fly around.
kind of Avantasia.
Yeah, Avantasia is great. I'm happy for Toby. He deserves his success. He worked hard.
Oh, yes, it's a good work, very good work.
Yes.
And would you like to do something like that someday, or is it too huge to make it live?
To make it live. There's been talk about doing a tour with this. Choosing 2 or 3 vocalists and then do songs from all 3 albums. So let's see if that happens.
I think people will love to see the Avalon project live.
I think so, yeah, because I haven't played live for a long time.
When was the last time you played live?
Man, it's like 6-7 years ago. I did some guest appearances here and there, but no tours.
I guess you were in Colombia, 2009, maybe.
I will be in Colombia in.
You'll be back.
Yes.
This year?
Yes, in September.
Great. You came as a guest musician, or is it the Timo Tolkki show?
It's me with the local band playing Stratovarius classics.
You are welcome working in mixing and mastering too, on your own studio.
Yes.
How is it going?
Very well, thanks. I got a lot of offers from Latin America, from different bands.
Do you take some Latin American band?
Yes, many.
Do you like some kind of band of here?
I don't know really a lot. I'm not aware of anything here as well. I don't check out new bands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with my old music and my Facebook.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I listen to the bands in YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's doing that. They don't buy records anymore.
It's an old thing, it seems.
Yeah, but
This
in metal it's different. People still buy records.
yes, but not in the amount they were selling. I don't know, maybe in the 90s, for
Yeah, it's
example.
down. It's down. Yeah.
And what do you think about it, Timo?
I think it's a bad thing because the whole industry is down, and it's hard
Mhm.
to make records to have a decent budget because you need a budget to have a good product because it costs money.
Mhm.
And money comes from the record company, and they get the money from the sales. And if
Mhm.
people don't buy the records, then you don't get money, and then you have to get the money from somewhere else. So that's why I'm
You
reaching
know,
out to different people in different places to earn a living.
of course. You know, we always talk about internet and downloading and how does it affect the musicians and the record labels. But I never asked before to the musician, how does this same factor influence the studios?
I think that the quality has gone down. People don't put so much money into the records anymore, so they do it themselves, and it's not always good. Like we did in Phoenix with Stratovaris, we paid a lot of money to them to have a good
Mhm.
sound, and we spent months there to make the record. So
Mhm.
you need the time. Time is gold.
Yes. And what do you think about the sound that the musicians get with in home studios?
It's sometimes horrible. The quality is really down. I mean, it's different. The
Mhm.
whole industry has changed. So I don't work with the budget like we did with Stratovaris anymore. I have to do it with less money.
Of course. Yes, it's because of they are not selling anything.
Yeah, I'm still selling decent amounts of Avalon,
Uh-huh.
so it
Of course,
generates income.
but you're Timo Tolkki, but not everyone is Timo Tolkki. And I talked to musicians who said that they maybe get, I don't know, 500 copies of their new CD, and they don't sell even 100.
Yeah.
It's
Well, sometimes the new bands make it. Like there's a band from Finland called Beast in Black.
Mhm.
They are signed to Nuclear Blast, and they did their first album, and it was huge hit, and their tour was sold out in Europe.
Mhm.
So sometimes it happens when you hit the right buttons, but in
Uh-huh.
general, it's very difficult for new bands.
What do you think, Timo, that make the difference for a band who is successful? Is it the music, the press, the image, being a nice guy? What do you think?
It's everything together. You have to work hard. I
Hmm.
have I'm in the business for like 30 years.
Hmm.
I have a name that doesn't go away that easy,
Hmm.
and it's easier for me to swim in this market.
But for a new guy, it's not that easy.
No, it's very difficult these days.
You got hundreds of thousands of bands that no one knows.
Yeah, that's because it's so easy to make record these days
Hmm.
at home. So the quality doesn't match with the quantity. It's like
Hmm.
a lot of bands that doesn't sound so good.
Sometimes it seems to be that there are more musicians than listeners.
Yeah, there's a lot of musicians nowadays, which is good for me because I get clients to my mixing studio. I work with affordable prices. I went down because you have to do with these days. You have to do what the bands can afford.
Mm-hmm.
So I always ask, what is their budget?
And you were down. You said, and did it work?
Yes, it works.
Yes.
You have to work
Great.
harder, but it's also serving the industry because I make good sound, with less money.
And how do you feel working with these bands? I mean, for your health, is it good to work? You need to work. You have to work, or you have to work just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's not so much.
Uh-huh.
I don't. I really like to have my peace these days. My days, I rest a lot. I think a lot. I think about different things, and I surf in the net to get the information about something that interests me.
What kind of stuff do you read on the internet?
Spiritual stuff, different kinds of spiritual things. I watch YouTube.
So you're a believer. You believe in God.
It's a long question
Not
because
easy.
the word God has lost its meaning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in any religion. I'm completely free of the brainwashing of the society, and I believe in universe and energy,
Uh-huh.
and I think there's a loving force behind everything.
You don't. So I see you don't believe in this kind of punisher that
No, not at all.
Occidental. Uh-huh.
We punish ourselves. We think
Right.
we make God to be this father figure, which is mean and wants to
Mm-hmm.
punish us, but it's completely wrong. Behind all this brainwashing, there is a loving force that's understanding,
Mm-hmm.
merciful.
And I don't know. I don't know how is it there in Europe, but here we got a huge thing with the feminism,
Yeah,
great social movement. We could say very intense. Is it there the same?
not really.
Uh-huh.
I would like to see women to be more in the power. We are living in patriarchal system. Everything is man-made. But
Mm-hmm.
there used to be a society which was matriarchal, where women were in the power, and
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have wars, and it was different. But I don't like feminists because they have some kind of negative energy there.
A lot of people think just like you.
I don't
I
believe in
don't know.
any movement that introduces violence. It's really wrong if there's violence.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, we all agree that there's some kind of oppression, we could say, and religion has a lot to do with it.
Yes,
The Occidental religion, the three major maybe, are responsible of great part of this oppression.
yes. It's suppression and it's oppression, like you said. And I
Uh-huh.
spend a lot of time to rid myself of the brainwashing.
Uh-huh.
So today I'm happy to say I'm free. I'm completely out of this. And when you achieve this, you come to the place where you are alone, because not so many people are like that. So
Of course.
then you have to find the people that you want to interact with that are similar to you.
Mm-hmm.
You always introduce different human beings to your life, which are in the level of where you are intellectually
Mm-hmm.
and spiritually. You meet the right people. I met
Uh-huh.
the right people in the past, and everything fits now when I look to my past. It's been like long road with different kind of steps.
You don't seem to be the kind of person who cares a lot about what the people think of you. You don't really care.
Well, I get hurt, I'm a human being. Yeah, I would like to see people to be more kind, because I'm a kind person.
Yeah.
I'm very tolerant. But if somebody has negative energy, it has no place in my life. It pollutes it, it makes it bad. So in that way, I don't care about it, but I get hurt sometimes when I read people writing stuff about me. But it's not a lot of things. There are more good things now.
The people who knows you think about you in a totally different way from the people who doesn't know you or know you just as a musician, as
Yeah,
a rock star or wherever.
yeah.
What do you think it happens?
It's a normal thing in rock. People
Uh-huh.
project their feelings into the star, and they expect the star to act in a certain way. And they project this image to me, but it's not who I am.
Just one thing I used to say when people ask me about you. Right now, just like I don't know, I can remember even how many times in the past you were talking to me here in Corrientes City, Argentina. Uh, you don't earn $1 with this.
Yeah,
You're not doing this because of fame, because of money,
no.
and I think this is one of the things that shows the people the kind of person you are.
Yeah, I also do it because if they see this or hear this, they might have different idea of me. But it's there in my music. I mean, that's Where You Are Naked. That's who I am. My songs, they are me.
It's a nice idea. You can see a musician in his art.
Yes, sometimes it happens, not always.
With some artists, of course.
Yeah, some are doing like formula.
Uh-huh. Of course.
It's different when you express yourself through your music, and you don't think about it so much.
What kind of things you regret in your life, Timo?
I don't regret anything. I have done a lot of bad things in the past. I've made my peace with those people that I hurt and asked forgiveness.
Uh-huh.
And that helps me to be where I am now.
I guess mistakes and all kind of things we do are part of our life, are
Yes,
part of who we are.
we're human beings.
We can't just erase some stuff and keep other because they're all part of us.
We are recording everything all the time. Our whole lives we record.
Is it good for you? Do you think it's good for you to talk to your fans?
Yes, I think it's very good. And they see me in a different way as well, because they see me that I'm available for them. I spend time with them and I answer the questions and I'm with them.
I don't know if you know how important sometimes is for a fan to get to to a musician or star, whatever you want to call it, like you. I don't know if you see even when they write, you can see they're shocked, their touch
Yes,
for this kind of chat.
and it's part of the thing I do is to serve.
But you can see the kind of response we got.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I know the power I have.
You got this kind of power over some people. And how do you feel about it?
You have to be very careful with it because it's a lot of power.
We'll never know what it is because we don't have that kind of power.
You're a journalist. You spread the musician's message.
Yes, but people don't doesn't love me. They love the musicians,
Well, they can
and the
love
musician
journalists too.
is something I admire of you. The way you act with your fans. It's
Yeah,
you are so kind with them, and you have a lot of passion,
you
because
have to be
sometimes
kind.
they say nonsense, and you react in a good way. It's
Yeah,
something really nice.
you have to be kind.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I see you. We could say Timo is in peace right now.
Yes, I feel very big energy inside of me. It's an energy that helps me to be who I am, so I don't forget. Yeah,
Uh, if I ask you, who is Timo Tolkki, what would you say?
he's just a common guy from Finland. Very, very thoughtful, very kind, loving. That's who I am. But it's all in my songs. You can find it there.
If you are your songs, you must be a beautiful person, because your songs are really great.
I was introduced to this power very early, but
Uh-huh.
I wasn't aware of it until just recently, like 2 years ago or something. So a lot of things changed after my depression. I went through some kind of corridor and I came through to a
Mhm.
different world where I don't have so much fears, anxiety, expectations.
Mhm.
It's to live in the moment, taking each day as it comes, and you have to see what the universe is giving you, and you have to work with that.
Was it a real hard time for you these 2 years?
Yes, was. But I had a lot of depressions before as well.
Mhm.
My road hasn't been easy. It's been quite hard.
But you're here.
I'm here, yes.
Uh, what would you say to people that has the kind of problem you were through?
It's it's hard to say because everybody has their road.
Mm.
Everybody has their own individual path. I went to therapy for 7 years, and
Mhm.
that helped me a lot. I had to deal with my past. I'm doing it now as well.
Mhm.
I'm looking back to my childhood and seeing the events that happened and making peace with that. Because you have to make peace with your past before you can move on.
And that's kind of grown up.
Yeah, I hate to use the word adult, but
Mhm.
I guess I am.
Okay, okay. Well, what can we expect for this third part of Avalon?
What power metal album? I made sure that we have the right songs
Hmm.
and that it's nice packet for the people to listen to. Basically, I did what I did with Stratovarius. I let it flow.
Hmm.
I didn't think about it too much. It was quite easy, but it took a long time because I needed to make sure that we have the right song. And this team
And,
helped me.
and who chose the team? The record label, or is it you?
Both.
Uh-huh.
I was introduced to certain people, and in Finland, I know those people already.
And
I have a
and
great engineer who is like, he's very good in mixing.
where was it recorded?
Here and there,
Hmm.
you have to do with the budgets we deal now, you have to be creative.
Hmm.
But my knowledge about recording, I have a big knowledge about it, so I can record basically anywhere and get good sound. It's something I acquired in the Sotomayor's years to produce all those albums.
You produce Edguy. I can remember.
Vainglory Opera.
Vainglory.
Yes.
Exactly. Great work.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's a great story of Toby. When I was doing press for the episode, I was in Frankfurt, I think, in a hotel, and there was booked an interview, last interview of the day, with a guy called Tobias Sammet. So he came to my room and he said, "I'm not a journalist, but I would like you to produce our album." And I became sort of father figure to him. He was calling me every day and asked me questions about publishing and the record deals and merchandise and everything. He was really into getting knowledge about this. He was really hungry. And look where he's now. So,
but he was not a journalist, or was it Tobias working as a journalist? He was a lie.
He lied. He wanted to get to me. He played me their music in the room. And he asked me to produce the Vainglory Opera. And I said, yeah, come to Helsinki, we go to Finvox.
Great idea.
Yeah. I played some solos in that too.
It's a great record. Great work. Well, Timo, it's almost 1 hour. So, what will you say to our audience? I don't know, the thing you want to say, whatever, doesn't mind.
I would just like to invite people to interact with me. Come to my Facebook. It's open for everyone. I'm there every day, answering questions and being with the fans. It's kind of a thank you for all these years, people supporting me and my music. I feel I have to do it. I have to serve people. So it's a thank you.
That's not just a saying. It's real. He's there and he talks to people, and it's great.
People can see it, that I'm there.
Thank you very much, Timo.
Thank you, Ruben.
I leave you go on with your life. Thank you very much. Really, thank you very much for the time, and it's always great to talk to you. It's an honor to have you on our radio show.
Thank you. Let's keep in touch, man.
Great, I will always. And now, especially because I want to know what's the next thing.
Yeah. Can't tell you yet.
No, I understand. Yeah. Maybe the record label will be mad about you if you say something.
Yeah. I want to thank you, Ruben, for supporting me all these years.
No, probably it's an honor. For me, it's an honor to talk to you, Timo. It's a great thing. Maybe the best thing that happened to me as a journalist is to talk to you and have you so many times in my radio show. It's something really, really great for me.
Thank you, man.
And above all the things, above the music, beyond everything, it's the person. I'd like to know you're okay and you're getting better and you're going with your life. That's the main thing. The rest is after that.
Yeah. So, everything happens for a reason.
Maybe. And well, I'm very happy to know you're back and well and full of life and energy. It's great.
Yeah.
Very happy. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Go on and take care.
Take care, man. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, man.